What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wristwatch Addiction, the YouTube channel. I do have a podcast. I do have an Instagram. I hope you guys will check both of those out. Links in the description below. But today, we're going to start a new series. I don't know if this is going to be a monthly series, a bi-weekly, or a weekly series, but this is going to be a series chronicling different Speedmasters on Speedy Tuesday. I'm just going to go with it here and make as many Tuesdays as possible Speedy Tuesday for the channel. That won't interfere with the regular uploads. We still will have those later on each week, but as many Tuesdays as I can, I'm going to give you a Speedy Tuesday chronicling another Speedmaster. Today, we're going to look at the very first Speedmaster ever. That Speedmaster, the Omega Speedmaster CK2915, that was released in 1957 alongside the Seamaster and the Railmaster. The Seamaster 300, CK2913, the Railmaster CK2914, and of course the aforementioned Speedmaster CK2915. This was supposed to be basically your land, sea, air, done with a little bit of a twist. The Seamaster, your water resistant dive watch. Your Railmaster, your magnetism resistant watch for the railways. And your Speedmaster, your chronograph for the racetrack. And everyone knows the story of Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landing and setting foot on the moon on July 20th, 1969, wearing the now famous NASA-issued Speedmaster. But it wasn't always supposed to be a space watch. In fact, it was never supposed to be a space watch. The 2915, the CK2915, was originally intended as a sports chronograph designed after the dashboard timers of the late 50s. Going back to the CK2915's original function as a sports chronograph for racing, the Speedmaster was the world's very first chronograph watch with a tachometer scale on the external bezel instead of on the inside of the crystal attached to the outer edging of the dial. This allowed for easier viewing and a larger dial surface with the same size case. And unlike modern Speedies, the 2915 carried with it broad arrow hands for the exact same purpose. Easier visibility in that sort of racing environment. The CK2915 ran on the Lamania-based icon, the 321 movement, and was only in production for 2 years. So these pieces are extremely, extremely rare, carrying hefty prices. And when we're talking about hefty prices, in late 2021, a CK2915-1, one of the first batches of 2915s, broke the world record by selling at auction for $3.4 million. I want to take a look at that record-breaking watch, but before we do, just to kind of confirm how rare these pieces actually are, they are so rare that Omega itself doesn't even feature an actual image on their own webpage. All right, guys, so I want you to take a close look at this CK2915-1 because it may be the only watch you ever see of this type ever. You will not find one of these in the wild. This record-making CK2915-1 has a tropical chocolatey dial with nicely aged lume on both the indices and the arrow hands and has this really nicely ghosted bezel. Having been exposed to the sun and exclusively used in heavy sunlight by the owner for over 60 years. This was part of the first batch of Speedmasters produced ever, with the extracts of the archives, Omega's authenticity certification, if you will, calling this watch one of the first, having its production date at November 22nd, 1957. In 2017, you guys may remember Omega re-released an ultra-limited numbered trilogy set of 557 pieces of the re-edition of the Speedmaster, the Seamaster 300, and the Railmaster. And you can still pick up the 38.6 millimeter Speedmaster 57 chronograph from the 1957 trilogy that was not numbered, $7,250 off of Omega's website in 2017. More these days, but if you really want one with the updated bracelet and updated clasp and updated movement, you can pick one up, model number 311.10.39.30.01.001 to find your own Speedmaster 57. No, it's not the original CK2915, but it's as close as most humans are ever going to get, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this look at the very first Speedmaster ever, and I hope you enjoyed this first dip into Speedy Tuesdays. There will be more, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Stay tuned for our regular upload a little later this week. And don't forget to use my code WRISTWATCH15 on cheapestnatostraps.com to get 15% off of any order of any size. If you go over 5 straps, use code 20 because they already give you 20% off of 5 or more. If you only need 4 straps or less, use code WRISTWATCH15. That's all I got, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.